morning walk. My name is Daniel Weiss, and in this video I will hopefully clear up some things for you about the ketogenic diet. I'll focus on weight loss and performance. So, actually, what is ketogenic diet? Ketogenic diet is a kind of diet that is very high in fats. So you have fats, proteins and carbohydrates. In ketogenic diet you focus on fat. The carbs you want to have low, below 50 grams a day. So that's very low. It's like one banana, even less. And I was also considering going on a ketogenic diet, and there are several reasons why people want to do this. Like for example, weight loss, because they see it as a very beneficial. Many people lose a lot of weight when on keto diet, and that is basically because first you lose a lot of water on it. Yes, that's the truth. But I was considering it from the performance benefits, because I wanted to get fat adapted. And I believe, based on my research, based on what I see people talking about, what I see them being interested in, they want to lose weight, they want to get fat adapted. But when I ask people what is it, what does it mean to be fat adapted, they don't have a clear answer. They just simply think that, okay, fat adapted means I am burning fat. Well, okay, that is true, and this is what I wanted to do for performance. When it comes to performance, it meant for me, like when I do long endurance training, it's a nice proposition to believe that, okay, I will burn fat all the time, so I will never run out of energy, I will never bonk. It means run out of carbohydrates and then feel not very energetic, and that is because we have a lot of fat. Even the skinniest person has a lot of fat to run 3-4 marathons, right? So yeah, that's true. But let me tell you one thing. Fat burning. I am burning fat right now, and I'm on high carb diet. How is it possible? No, I mean, we are burning fat all the time to a different proportion. So even if you are sprinting, you are burning fat, maybe 1% during that exercise, but you are still burning fat. When you are sitting in your office, if you are sedentary, or if you are walking like me right now, you are burning fat. And yeah, if you run across some studies, like when it comes to keto diet, the fat oxidation is much higher also during exercise, and this is what got me interested in the first place. But yeah, of course, your fat oxidation will be higher naturally, because you have only one substrate, and that is fat. But does it mean that this fat is going from your fat storage, from your adipocytes? Not necessarily. If you eat fat, or a big fatty meal, what you will burn is the fat from these meals. And if you eat high carb diet, well, you will burn more carbohydrates, but this is like what you just ingested. And look at this, pretty nice. Oh. So it's a function of digestion. So I hope we clear that things a little bit. Of course, when you get used to keto diet or to this kind of eating, you will be burning more fat. That is simply because your body will get used to it. Just like when you are on high carb diet, you will burn primarily carbohydrates. Hello? And that doesn't mean that you can burn anything else. Having said that, there is also a negative impact or negative issue when it comes to burning fat. When your body gets, from the performance perspective, it gets used to burning fat, and yes, you can effectively burn fat. You need also higher oxygen consumption, because fat burning is aerobic process. Like when we are speaking about exercise, during anaerobic training or exercise, is that you burn a lot of sugars and you don't need oxygen to burn that fat, to burn that sugars, glucose. But for fat oxidation, you need the presence of oxygen. So that's the thing. When it comes to weight loss, there is really no benefit from the long-term perspective compared to, for example, high carb diet. Actually, there is another downside, that is that it's very hard to stick to. It's not impossible, it's manageable, but it's very hard to stick to. So, if I have to choose between some kind of different diet and the keto diet, well, I would go for something that is sustainable for me. And sustainability is not very good for keto. Another downside is that even if you get like so-called fat adapted, what will happen if you ingest some sugar? For example, you go to a family dinner or whatever and you ingest glucose or carbohydrates in a form of cake or whatever, maybe it's like once in 3 months. So what will happen? What will happen is that your insulin will spike so much that it will cause you diabetes. Yes, instantly. No, but there is a potential risk. Like Angie Sajedi, I hopefully pronounced it right. She said a very nice thing, like, one of my patients went keto. He lost 30 pounds and got type 2 diabetes. Yes, so basically what happens is that you have insulin so low, or you manage your insulin because there is no presence of sugars, and therefore there is no need or your insulin will not spike. Your body is not used to these spikes that produce those amounts of insulin. However, the point is that when it happens, when you ingest something high carb, then this insulin will spike much more to the unhealthy levels. So if you ever decide to break keto, it's good to do it under medical supervision, and to do it with carbs that are low or that produce low glycemic load. Typically they have also low glycemic index. So a lot of fiber foods, plant foods. So I would say that to follow a ketogenic diet, if you decide to do that, people should do it, I believe, under medical usage, so for some medical reasons, if your doctor or dietitian prescribes it, or for a short periods of time, so maybe 2-3 months maximum, and then find a way, a lifestyle that is sustainable for you for the longer term, like these walks. Imagine. Another potential benefit of ketogenic diet, or what I see could be a potential benefit is of this fat adaptation, is that if you go for a long expedition like South or North Pole, where there will be no carbs, probably you will be doing a lot of aerobic activity throughout the day, a lot of walking, and probably the environment will not support any other form of food intake. So maybe you will need to eat meat and a lot of fat. In that case, yes, the potential benefit is there. And the main benefit is that you don't experience this keto flu, that state of adjusting or transforming your body from high carb to high fat. So this is, from my perspective, really the only potential benefit besides the medical usage if your doctor prescribes it. So what I propose instead is to aim for metabolic flexibility. And metabolic flexibility is a state where you are able to burn both fat, carbohydrates effectively. So when you need to burn fat, you burn it. It's when you are sleeping, when you are walking, like me right now. And when you need to use carbs, like during high intensity exercise, or when there is higher intensity, then burn carbs. And this is the optimal state of our body. Our body should work. But this is a topic for another video where I will cover the metabolic flexibility part, which is, I think, really interesting. Now think about it, like when we speak about Kenyan runners, they have high carbohydrate diet, very high carbohydrates, it's like 70-80%. Do you think they are not able to burn fat? Well, I don't believe so, and they are one of the best marathon runners, right? So they need to be very efficient at burning fat. And at the same time, they have a very high carbohydrate diet. They can burn also a lot of sugar. So if you have any questions, comments, post them down below. I will be eager to answer them. Also join my group on Facebook, which I will link down below. I will also link some of the studies in the comment section. So go through it and you will find all the important information there. From me today, Daniel, signing out, and you have a great day. Bye.